For the ladies rugby sevens,
the
ladies also.
bronze ako
You exam aware.
But
also, they were paid money. Dr. Gwel, how much was it?
Kala
Equivalent
to
of 10
kol
million
jog
shillings
jog
minus
soja.
the allowances as entitlement. I have been reliably informed. Friends, the journey has been a long one.
Does things in an organic manner. We don't just bump in things, do this one, do that one. No. Because that one will not succeed. Now, we have not done much on sports yet. Because remember, the country was really down. All of you, those who are old enough know. The first thing was to bring peace. Then do the basics, immunization. That's how the population of Sebe has come up. Sabine were 20,000. When Chamonges was fighting for the district. I was there. 20,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the population of the Sabine is, I think, 500,000 or something like that. So,
that we go beyond there, Your Excellency.
Very good. So now, the basics. Peace. Some health, not all parts of health, but some, especially immunization. And then wealth creation. And UPE. Now, for sports and music and all those, you can't do sports in Somalia. When there is war, or in Syria, you go and do sports there. Or music. Go and hold a concert there. So, the effort has been mainly on the basics. Including the roads, electricity, which have fortunately moved. There is now electricity from Jinja to Bukwo. There is the road from Kampala to the border now. Now, on the sports, what we are benefiting from are the indirect benefits of the success of the basics. Because of the peace. These Cheptoris, even if they are not particularly selected by the government, but they get time to do some.
Ba Cheptege yad la ngamle je kwai je kwai kasme te kapsale. Dene nyoru paroindo je kwai uliage.
Because they are not dead,
Amnye mna kubogi.
killed by insecurity.
Mna kubaga ngale ka tabanda. Doboriede.
They are not dead, killed by measles.
Mna kubogi mna baga sasaregi.
They are around.
Mite jabonda ke de je kyo.
And even if there is no specific program yet,
Bayo mamita twet nye je kasek banda ni.
the general situation helps them to somehow maneuver.
Ulo yunda ko retle so to akwet diretet nye muje ku kono kabalishet.
And because of that, because I'm not a liar, you shall do this. No, sorry.
Ani ala mai ku ngotunya mwele machiaju sore. Machiajo kapsa. Denele I wait imot.
So because of that,
Amiajo dale.
we had not yet really had capacity or time even to deal with the sports and the music and I don't know what.
Alamuna je nyori abaro indo do swamet nyaga janam gila kamas arero shogi tummonagi oktukuke magargai.
But we were able to say from the beginning that if there are young people with talent,
Dene ksumje maule emile go kemge do sargana kebo ndo kakata yondet.
which is what Mama talked about.
Kije ka ngolole ya mama atayo.
Let them be recruited in the security, in the armed forces.
Anje wendia lego tijo luket nyebo kaledi.
Automatically.
Nyemo nye cheweni bate. Nyemo mingal je jinome.
When they are there, we shall not, of course we could send them to Somalia to fight.
Kale yemi awlo dale kamuja ne je kwermba Somalia so ogu kuiboriet dene mayunyo no danga ta kwet
Cheptoris has not been in Somalia.
Cheptege inde ka nya Cheptege mna wa Somalia
He's in the forces, but we keep him here.
mia luget nya baga lende ne mito tike ba da yu
Because we put him in the forces, not that because we wanted him to fight.
priela ki je we lugon linyo la singet ku boriet tai dene ki je majale je ribune ba da yo to
But because we wanted to give him a base from where to develop his talent.
ki bara je wendi adopta ga nyemu je go ner ka go to yondet nye ba maek nye ki bondo
In our simple, poor way, we don't have a lot of money yet, but
amo arenyo nye kuskus nye maku panan don bo ma je bonde besan je jango ne goti
if you are here, you get a small salary.
ale mi ta ayi la nyoro mshahara daga gisiji
You are in the barracks,
mi to je ga baraks
but you train.
as nge mi ta at kone di shit
Others will go to Somalia and fight.
e mabala ga Somalia nyila net ke bade nge kunmegu
So that's why this idea came up. This a school would train our own people,
balog je mawgle e ga tabagot nget sugulu ango net le kokwa
but it can also attract others.
dene mu jo go chute bala ke basang
And although we had many demands,
ngane gele je bonde magata na ke chang
I had no problem supporting this one because this one
na
is,
nyoru kasota yonye ki chuyadi wangatune bale maja dorori biu
because this one is unique.
amnyela chuyad ni kapsa
It is special. It's not we have got so many things to do.
kala chuyad je bonde ngale ke chang ke majala chi
More seed schools, more this, more
bonde
that.
sukulu na kala ke chang ke majala je te
But really, this one is unique.
dene nyidinye ale majeje yu swamet kapsa
We can't fail to support it
mamu jago jisute amacheki
because it takes our advantage of our natural advantage of having a high altitude. Parts of Uganda being high altitude.
amnye atle chiboli bi gala ke mi ta kama sanye basoi je bonda je ala to kyo bo chi nyoba to ta nyowo do nyomi de tarat
And being populated by indigenous people from there.
angu yechle pi go je chang je pone idiu bade
If you know there's a country called Nepal.
kale angat kore ta ganye basang ge gura Nepal
Nepal is near the Everest, the highest
Nepal
mountain,
le mi to ta ganye bala kam nyanye ba Everest le gite gai
the highest mountain on earth.
kale lagamen nye koi gamsa am gore to kul gumugul
Everest is 29,000 feet.
kale bundoy elfunok abirim menda ge ngun futi nak
This Eragon here is 14,000.
Kalel go yel go nyile elfu na kuma na nya bade.
So you can imagine.
Agar stoje ya gashinde.
Something higher than Eragon.
Kita ga nye koi ko ketje yel go de go roman ngale ko.
15,000 feet.
Ketje am elfu na kuma na tano do gishero oktamanok mut.
But for mountaineers who go to Everest, they are always guided by the Nepalese. Nepalese are, for them, it's like no more life.
Dene je la kami sak do bi ko jo bedi ado butok ke bataradi kuje nyo chije patya bi ko je ba gamas tinyo.
And they used to be recruited by the British for their army.
Kala bi chitu jo bapar yele ki sile bi ko je ba Britain.
They had a special regiment called the Gulkas.
Lagi bondo itaide daga nyagi je bere Gulka.
Now, if you go to the Renzori, the mountaineering,
Yege o kamastanya Renzori.
our Bakonjo people are the ones who who show the people how to move.
Pija noga je bere ba konjo kichota je ne de bi ko lang lagamet.
So this is really very, very special, and we should. I had no problem prioritizing this one.
Ni ala ibi ala chiat kapsa. Praivendi tarot amta twet nyabo naratet.
So I'm glad we have built it now.
Ay ko ngaraga chala go chete.
The track is good.
Adoptanye ba reret la tabone.
But the accommodation needs to be improved.
Dene adoptanye bo Rwanda kinye majakle tajis chewe swamendo jitoror.
The buildings are strong.
Tabone chula ba korige.
But the inside there, I have guided those people there.
Then oritle ka shamar walk ke bija jogusade kalasanget kusutwai wega deta ganya kai.
Me I guided on the accommodation.
Kala ka titiria bitu jo am gamastanya Rwanda.
When we go to the kitchen, I am quite illiterate.
Kale ega waya gamasta ulo jio shele majmana suman ulo kapsa.
So Mama took over and was commanding.
Kala go waya mama ya de kuje ko batata la chie bi la chiela. I saw you.
I couldn't know where to put the stones and all that.
Kala mananga la je wen nyon Rwanda ke jio she ago tu kala.
So therefore, this is really a gold mine.
So gi yale kinye balat kapsa.
And I'm glad we have done it.
Angai ko ngaragat lagachi.
Now, regarding the hotels, we should invite the private sector. They are the ones to build the hotels. For us, we have built the hostel. And I would want them to increase the numbers because they were talking of 24. At the time, why only 24? So therefore, I'm very happy to be here to open the school. We are going to get an explanation there.
And I welcome you all to this great facility as we commission phase 1 of the National High Altitude Training Center. We must begin by thanking God, who has made it possible for us to complete this phase. The Bible says, unless the Lord builds a house, The builders labor in vain.
Pigo jomi de kuteksile ye amruaro. Dobre kinye masakwi.
Therefore, being here today
Kunye ami de nyoy bi bashoni.
is testament to God's faithfulness to us
Kunye mujurwandit nye batabon nye da pindet amule jemide.
as we embark on this work, which
Jemide.
promises to be a game changer in our pursuit of sports excellence in our country.
Jemide cheishoni sunget kotoror ngalega barero shogi. Kunye masukut tuwaiweka tet omyemeda ap Uganda.
A journey that has led us here today started a few years ago.
Poni nakyega kwerwe cheki bi bashoni kije kanyi shektu kusiche kugetja.
Following the heroic exploits of our sons, Moses Kipsiro
Group toigei agoga bolishet nye kitapon nye kiballe kokyo kuyu Moses Kipsiro.
and Stephen Kiprotich,
Stephen Kiprotich.
as they raised our flag on the global stage.
Kuwa kuywendi bendare nyo kuwa tarat karaman amabut amgore tokol gumugul.
Cognizant of the blessing of the abundant talent in Sebei region,
Chegarasto jene kagato yokye bore roshok akmaye kamye mamgamasanye bo sabinya.
the Ministry of Education and Sports commenced consultations with the Kapchorwa district local government
Luget nye namagay ogore roshoki ako kamastanye bo Kapchorwa kiche kwandin wanage.
to establish a modern sports facility for our athletes.
Lasunget kutek pich atoptanye bare roshok nye bo legokyo.
In 2012, while honoring Mr. Stephen Kiprotich,
Kanyit nye bo elfu na gayeny ako kumanabri chi yweni ka ywe ishet marionet Stephen Kipsoro Kiprotich.
following victory at London Summer Olympics, where he won a gold medal,
Group toige ako bolishet nye kiba gold am London.
a president pledged to construct the National High Altitude Training Center, Teryet.
Kukur tabondet le masache tech atoptinyi tiamita bashoni.
And today,
Ango
we are here
bashoni.
because the president has delivered on his promise
Chemita ibiu amnye koko nyit nye wo nye ba yemoni kurtoe tenyi.
to support the athletes and our vision of provision of quality sports for all.
Kula sunget chitoror ngalega bare roshoki ako churtae det nye ba re roshoki taboneji nye ba bigo tokul.
Therefore, in a special way, I want to thank the president
Amaret yan nye chuyat le kabaraga aste nye wo nye ba yemeda ap Uganda.
for his invaluable support not only for this project and other sports infrastructure,
Amga tirishet nye wok swamen nye gigon preba ta amiu de na amare roshoki magarga am yemeda ap Uganda.
that are being constructed,
Cheki chetech atabutok cheku chetech.
but also the direct support he has continued to extend to our athletes.
Ako ko titirishet nye konu ako swamen nye wo nye ywendi ni legok chebo ng'wek checho.
You are all aware that our athletes be employed, that his wisdom, the president guided, that our athletes be employed in the forces, so most, if not all, are employed by the Uganda Police or UPDF and the Uganda Prison Services.
Amga soto ywandet nye kikon nye wo nye bo yemetab Uganda ukula legok tokol jorwe ndo jabonda kakoto ywandet nye ng'wek kije kiroke kunyorishondoki amlukoshok chebo prisons police ako kapkoya anguch lego chicho tokol yema tokol chechang kije kinyorishondok kwa.
This project has been a timely intervention to provide a home for our athletes to train right here in Teryet.
Teksoni kunye ko cho baroindo nye tabon kala sunger nyor le ko kyo ka netishen nye tabon amwek amgama sitanyi ba Teryet.
You may recall that on 4th September 2024,
Masako so kle amarawet nye bo amani maget abel funagain akabre manya.
we received the sad news of the death of Sergeant Rebecca Cheptegei.
Je nyoru logo yok chemi otit kapsa je gibo meta Rebecca Cheptegei.
That happened in Kenya.
Je gitago ne kamasta nye bo Kenya.
Like many of our athletes, the late Rebecca used to train with colleagues across the border.
Kuyuyat le go kyo alak che magargei che mi dayu Le kwenyo Rebecca Cheptoris kunye kinete ke mwek kamasta nyebo Kenya.
Therefore, I am very grateful to God that we now have our own home for our athletes.
Anga
here.
kosto yati indet kabisa kule kaje nyori yata dobnyo nyemako nete ke le kokyo ye kamabeti kamasta nyebo sang.
Undertaking the development of sports infrastructure is capital intensive in nature.
Chekarasto chi teksetab tobutok chebareroshok koishet nyero kechi anguwo angu mite kasmeti kutosetai.
And I recall that on 7th June 2024, as we contracted MS Suma for the development of Hoima City Stadium, I talked about the issue of operation, management, and maintenance of these facilities.
Posheshok msamva maraeta po mgaga amuga nyinyi amuga masta nyebo Hoima kya sot kabisa yok kya ngolole ngalek kebarip setup tobutok che yujitu.
Our robust plan to invest in sports infrastructure is to not only develop and professionalize our abundant talent in different disciplines, but to also generate revenue for government that these facilities are capable of if well managed.
Chete tuju che karga itiyule preba ta kula ikotirir ngale ka mek dene ku kon babesa na ku yende ka smeti yoga tabagot ku kwek atobutok che ka cherip amaret nye tapon.
Therefore, I tasked my colleague, Honorable Peter Ogwang, the Minister of State for Sports, to develop a concept on management of all the sports facilities to ensure that the government reaps from its investment, and I want to reiterate this position.
Kala yati kya yende yati shit marionde to gwang kala kujo agobe lutet ndo kartasit nye ka kon tatwete nye ka che karasto jirip set nye tapon atobuto chitu chitokol sanget kule yweni kasmeti besanaki ku kwek atobuto che mujo ko titir kasmeti amgon neta besanaki.
I know that the new sports law vests the responsibility of management of the public sports infrastructure under the National Council of Sports.
Angat kule ngalek ke jang che borip setup atobuto ke yuju akon darastidi kunye yweni ga mga ywek luget nyebo areroshok amuyemeta ap Uganda.
And I wish to guide that as we adhere to the provisions of the law,
Kabarago nuya ga mga ywek le chemite jeri bandarastindi nyo.
we need sound management guidelines that will facilitate the council to execute its mandate.
Lasmayat che nyoru kasota yuandet nyebuji angu nye jurtat kula singet kotilya kamasato ndogiato.
This is the first phase of the project,
Tekset nyebatat chanyi
and I believe that once the facility is officially handed over to the National Council of Sports, planning for the second and third phases of the project will be prioritized.
yoga je kosandiat National Council nyeba sports ndo luget nyana maga yokorero shokam Uganda masaku chachiat tatwet nyoba tekset nyoba atopto nyoba eny.
We must now correct what we have seen so far that needs a little more work put into it,
Maja
so that we can be confident when we have foreign visitors coming to train here that we are sending them to a place we are confident about.
maja ja sat le mujo kumite le lusto sanget kle yoga tebo kwamba bi ko je kone ka masoge ke basang je bonda kapso ka ngatet kle priole masago ngun.
I thank the stakeholders who have supported us to make this a reality.
Kostoi bi ko tokol je ki kwik je ki koron kamas ko to koy gutok ngale kuloga to kun dabasione.
The Uganda Wildlife Authority,
Luget nyeba huwa
the Kapchorwa District Local Government,
mongeta ap Kapchorwa
Ministry of Works and Transport,
luget nyeba poni nagi akoy shondok
the UPDF,
sagariande
the different sports federations, associations,
lugo shokke bare ro shokke magargai
the Ministry of Finance, and our athletes, among others.
luget nyeba besan nagi ok lugo shokalak
Indeed, together we all achieve more.
kale chemwe kle wana kle che nyoru che jang.
In a special way, I
Amaret
want to
Yetuyat,
recognize the resilience of athletes from today
Kabaraje, Stoji, Swamet, Ago, Mutajina det Nebalego, Kebore Roshogam Sabinya.
who have consistently performed very well and raised the Uganda flag in high various championships.
Jegi Quitapon Gamsa, Kotokoi, you have entered Tarat, Amo, Aroshoke Magargay, Amgore Togol.
Even when the appropriate facilities were inadequate.
Ngale, give me the Tugo Kejigo, Legay, Mayeme.
This facility is not just a physical structure,
Tugu Tujubale, Priye, Tugunja Segonyagi.
but a beacon of hope and aspirations for athletes across our nation.
Then Tugunje Boga Ganedi, Ango Tuguki Muja Chisia, Amgore Magarga Coretogul.
It is our own version of theater of dreams and our shared responsibility to ensure that we produce more Cheptoris and more Kiprotiches to raise our flag globally.
What is it capturing when soldiers are there?
Our dear Minister of Education and Sports,
Minister Togoroshoki,
Mama, the First Lady,
Mama Jeshetnya Batacha,
appeared before the Manifesto Committee
Kunye Kutogune, Luget Nyebo, Ngalekio, Po Yanak Am Uganda,
to present the implementation of the manifesto in line with our ministry.
Ngalek Chebo Yanak Kuruptoigay, Agota Twet Nyebo NRM,
Your Excellency,
Nyewonya Bayemedi,
Mama scored 90% before 1.5 years
Mama
is
we
finished.
Kinyoru, Chenda Amia, do Tamanogik Sokol, Ambogola Genge.
Why am I bringing this, Your Excellency, before us here?
Kagono Ngalejitu Amtaino,
We have a lot of trust in our ministry.
Amye Jike Nege Gorom, Minister Nyenyo.
Number two, we are here today.
Yaboyenle Jemida Yubachoni,
This is one of the manifesto commitments.
Agi Tini, Kungalondet, Nyegi Gurtani,
Mama, thank you so much for fulfilling the presidential manifesto and the pledges.
Some of us who understand athletics very well are greatly overjoyed at the establishment of this facility. This is gold in our midst. And I would like to sincerely thank your government, Your Excellency, for setting it here. This facility will not only boost athletics in the sub-region, but in the country as a whole. What we request is for government to immediately embark on phase 2 of the project. We also need facilities such as good hotels and good restaurants. Cheptegei has told you that people like Kipchoge, people like Kipyegon Faith are coming to visit this area.
As Mama has already said, our athletes used to go very far to look for training facilities. And Your Excellency, it is a reason you conceived the idea of establishing Teryet National High Altitude Training Center here, and indeed planned for it and also secured for resources to establish the facility which we have commissioned today. Your Excellency, this facility is going to attract and accommodate more of our athletes from across the country. It is also going to ensure that there is sustainability in the professionalism of sports, in different disciplines, and also because of accessibility now within the country. It is going to enable our athletes to have sufficient skills and prepare them well when they go for matches, national and international ones. And it is also going to give our athletes sufficient time to train, but also save their money, which they used to use to travel far to look for training facilities.
Atobiatle kunye masaku kwek atoptanga nyeruje lego kyorwe je kwane kama sogi ke magargai magu kwek atoptage nge nye masako galla kurip dogotu lego dogotu pesan jagu kwishe lego kyo yogu beti kama sogi ke magargai kula kunayoti atobuto ke kachine tegai.
And for this, Your Excellency, I would like you to thank you for making the life of the athletes comfortable and easy as they pursue their discipline in sports.
Amuyoto kabaraga stingoromen nyewonye bayemeda ap Uganda kubae ki kuskushi lego kyabare roshoki ngalega ap mayek.
Thank His Excellency the President.
Abashiji gaste nyewonye bayemet.
I am reliably informed, Your Excellency,
Kaji borwo
that
gle.
this facility is the best in sub-Saharan Africa.
Kale korom amu sub-Saharan Africa kumugul.
And in that vein, I would like to congratulate you, Your Excellency, and Mama for
Baraji
enabling
gasting
Uganda
goromen.
to make that big milestone.
Baraji gasting goromen amu kodi dirishet nyoki gona jokswamedi. Kala sunget kone kie korom goromen amlembeta ab Africa kumugul.
Lastly, let's thank Mama for her focused commitment in expeditiously implementing all government programs in the Ministry of Education and Sports.
Chigaste ya temba jobya set kapsa nyegi go nyit isonu kol lo jemma je guru ko lo jemak tay go beta a ministry nye boss manet ogarero shogam Uganda.
Your Excellency, the implementation of UPE and USE is also mirrored here in Teryet, because Mama has ensured that there is a primary school which is very, very well built at the stone throw there, and also a secondary school, so that if there is a young athlete of primary going age or secondary going age, he can come or she can come to be training here in Teryet High Altitude Training Center, but also benefiting from the facilities of UPE and USE. Your Excellency, the same facilities have enhanced the performance of education here at primary and secondary level for the community here of Teryet.
Otobutunyi la kunye kugo Teryet sumanet nye ba primary go secondary ami kama
So
stanye
let
ba
us
Teryet.
thank Mama for that vision of having UPE and USE also mirrored here.
Chigaste Mama.
Let's thank Mama with a big hand clap.
Chigaste Mama amnye kogo toror nga.
Your Excellency, I want to report to you that this center is not only for athletics excellence, but it has also attracted tourists from all over the world. And Mama, I want to report to you that there are a number of world-class athletes who have always continued to come and train from here. And through that, we are going to have an exchange program. Your Excellency, we recognize you as a father of sports. In the country that did not have sports heroes. From 1962, Until 1972 there.
Akoy sambu mubiri.
We had the legend Akibua
Kijebonde marioneta Kibua.
as the only Olympic gold medalist.
Kuyuchita ba anye gi jingat kunyo gisutnan gold amo Olympic.
But Your Excellency, in your reign,
Dene adamba choishengung.
I can proudly say that you are a source of blessing.
Amsule det nye wok amsale para borugle yugo ga gote yuk pade.
Let us clap from there.
Aburchi nyewo yewunyak.
Muse, the 4 Olympic gold medals that we have produced have actually come from you.
Goldinak amman jogi kwa je kon Olympia gije kwa ne yewunyaku ki.
And you are my all-time greatest coach.
Ange nyila ginye gine ta goro manamngale ka barero shop.
I remember in 2014,
Am ganyita po elfu no ganya kumananya.
when you received me at Nakasero,
Yogi toro jona kasero.
you told me that you have to stop with school first
Ki mole asta gingale ka sugulu.
and pursue athletics. Because
Ange
it is
nam
timely.
ngale ka mayek amnye ponda la
Your Excellency, I honored your directive.
Baba ne ndek kaywe ngale jagoro min angaru plaini na.
And I can tell you that I've won close to no less than 10 global titles.
Kya nyoru yat ka bolishet nyebo aret cheide taman.
It is because of you and Mama.
Am nyeba de nyito ako eo cheki titiro.
Your Excellency, currently,
Banda nyile.
we have embarked on talent identification.
Kuje ja chache kasli ko kyo muje korwai.
Am-
Sumje kase.
I've retired from the track, Your Excellency.
Ani ala kunye kwa munge angale ka mayegi.
I've been running on the track for 10 good years.
Masa weke yogo bundo kala kwa kon magan keide tamani.
And I have gave what I had.
Angu kwa nyoru gila kitokol nye kwa ka sakwe.
I have gave all what I have. I have left it all what I had on the track.
Kala gila ki yato kola kunye ko bagaita.
Now I'm going to embark on the marathon challenge.
Kawaja chiat ngale keba marathon.
Your Excellency, they say that you shall know the tree by their fruits.
Kala jemwela masajinga tune ketit matunda nake.
I am speaking with the full confidence
Amida ngololi ko angate det
that what
nyiwo.
I started as talent identification 5 years ago,
Kya jajane bata kasile ko kyorwe kanyi
we
se
have
keida mucha
athletes who have
kugacha.
won in the World Junior Championships.
Jabonde le ko kiku ko police amo kama soge ke
I have a
bagage.
number of them here, Your Excellency.
Ango mide lo ko jiti jo to kolio.
We embarked on talent identification.
Kisumje kasile ko kyomu je ko bondo.
We took on the challenge,
Chen nambanga saranu tyondi nyo.
and we have proudly here champions who have
Angle
won,
ko kya kuje miu je ko police.
who have won in different championships.
Ko police amma yake magargai.
Your Excellency, we want to thank Mama
Baraji gaste mama.
for supporting my programs. Mama supported me with the 50 million shillings
Kuko na mama milioni na gatano. Dorwando
and a number of balls,
Ako mbira na kya magargai.
jerseys,
Ako sirok kya jilo je joba mbira na.
and we had to mobilize. We had to use football to mobilize for Museveni in the 2021
Chishat
elections.
mbireti arere nyo mbireti sangat kula jiru ki bigo bondit